right. So hello everyone, I'm Jennifer. I'm the study abroad coordinator at Webster University. I work primarily with our WINS students who come to us from US institutions who have partnered with Webster University to create additional study abroad opportunities for their students. So we're just going to tell you a little bit about that program today. I think we have about 10 minutes and then to do a Q&A. So I'll go ahead and get started with the presentation here. Can everybody can see my screen? You see the nice St. Louis arch now? Everybody good?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to just play, this is a short video. It is about 45 seconds. And it just gives you an overview of where all of our campuses are. So it's really nice to take a look at. You will see St. Louis in there. Just a disclaimer, Brianna, this was our video for the NAFSA conference that never was. So we've been getting some good use out of it here the last few weeks. So I'll be talking about all the campuses that you saw in the video, with the exception of Tashkent University, or Tashkent, Uzbekistan, which is our newest campus, and we'll be opening up to study abroad programs hopefully as early as fall 2021, but with COVID situation, we'll see how that goes. So stay tuned on that. But just to tell you a little bit about why WINS and what the benefits are with choosing our programs, is that really we are a very truly international campus population at each of our destinations. So if you go to Geneva, you're going to be taking classes with 90 students from 90 different nationalities are going to be on campus. We have really a great, it's a 4-year college, so you're having local degree seeking students as well as American study abroad students from not just the St. Louis and surrounding area, but all across the United States. So it's really a great, diverse and international experience. And courses are taught in English, so it's also, that's a little bit helpful for students who really do know that they want to study abroad, but maybe they're not ready for a one-on-one exchange or a program where language is more of a focus. So all of our courses across our network are taught in English. Of course, if you want to study French, if you want to study German, we do offer those classes, but everything else will be English. We do offer undergraduate and graduate courses at all of our locations, and our office provides support to you from the beginning to the time that you return from your study abroad experience. So we're always here to help you walk through the application process, make sure you have everything you need before you depart, and we'll check in with you while you're abroad as well. One of the biggest benefits about WINS is that we offer a $1,000 travel award to all of our students from affiliate universities. So this is $1,000 towards your round trip airfare to any of our destinations. And once you have applied and been accepted to the study abroad program, you'll automatically receive this award. So it's not a competitive scholarship. There's an application for it, but it's short and sweet, and you're guaranteed that once you're accepted to our program. So I'll dive right into our campuses. Our first campus is Geneva. It is our oldest international campus, and you can see it has a really phenomenal view of Lake Geneva and the Alps there. It's located about 8 minutes train ride from the city center of Geneva in a town called Bellevue, which I just learned last week. I mean, obviously I think I knew this, but hearing my colleague from Geneva say it out loud, it means beautiful view. And I think we can all agree that that is a beautiful view. So there's all sorts of, hey Kim, all sorts of great opportunities across our network, especially, but in Geneva, they really do. I think the thing that comes to mind to everyone first when thinking of Geneva is the United Nations, maybe CERN if you're science-y, but it really is a international city, a melting pot of nationalities. And then while there are a lot of great international relations opportunities academically on campus, there are a couple of other areas that we do like to point out to students who maybe not really think of it firsthand. So for example, our media and photography department in Geneva has put together a really phenomenal group of courses throughout the academic year that focus on magazine production, audio, video, production, as well as some unique photography opportunities as well. There's a couple of courses that have built-in travel opportunities. In the spring, for example, they offer a study trip to Tuscany. So you study abroad in Geneva, and then you're taking this course. I think there are 2 different courses, and you have a study abroad within your study abroad, and really learning hands-on experience there. French courses are offered in Geneva as well. And then we just kind of talking about campus and cultural highlights. Every spring, every January, they take a ski trip to Zermatt. So if you are interested in skiing, spring semester in Geneva is really the time to go. We have a lot of students who spend, I know there's one girl recently who every Tuesday she went to the Alps with their snowboard. So there's a lot of opportunities there. And then also on campus, student opportunities to get involved. There are a lot of organizations, a lot of clubs, and most specifically the International Humanitarian or Webster Humanitarian Association, which is a student-run NGO. So the students are involved in this. They host the International Humanitarian Conference every year, and they actually are partnering with different branches within the UN to get that up and going. So housing in Geneva, we have 2 opportunities. Most of the time students are going to be staying at Les Berges, which is what you see pictured here. It's a double accommodation in the city center of Vienna, or in Geneva, I'm sorry. So it's really Geneva, you get the best of both worlds, the metropolitan city, and then also the park-like town where the campus is. So it's a really easy commute. The tram stop is right outside across the street, and then you take that to the train station, and in 8 minutes you're on campus. So I also have a couple of great videos. Since our presentation is a little bit shorter, they're not embedded here, but I can share those as well. That kind of shows a whole tour of the campus, and then where the train station is and how to get there. So there's a lot of great material I can share later as well. We do offer sometimes in the spring semester on-campus housing if we have more students than rooms. So that's always a nice problem to have, but that will be single or double accommodation is available there. And it's located on campus, so it's super convenient. You'll never be late to class, hopefully. So we have our second oldest campus. I think it was 81, Kim, correct me if that's wrong, 1981, but it is located in Vienna's 2nd district and just a few steps away from the city center of Vienna. It's a beautiful town. And the academic highlights in Vienna that we like to talk about is the psychology department, and specifically with the psychology lab. So there are 2 different labs in which students can participate in different studies and research that's being done by faculty there. Also other students, degree-seeking students may have projects and studies going on that you would be able to participate in. We do also do Music in Vienna program that is like the musical experience in Vienna. We had a great program and a student from Millikan who was interested in that last summer, but unfortunately due to COVID, that did not happen. But essentially just immersing yourself in the history of Vienna's musicians, and it's really a phenomenal. I mean, you can't really walk very far down the street without seeing something or hearing something related back to music in Vienna. So we also do every summer an art institute, which is for studio art students. And of course you can do German language classes there as well. It's really great. The city of Vienna is its own unique culture. From the ball season in January, our students go to the science ball every year. They do waltz lessons beforehand on campus, and then get all dressed up and head out to the ball all the way through the Christmas markets in December. The summer is a really great time to be in Vienna. In a typical year, there are a lot of outdoor markets, movies, concerts in the parks. It's just really a great culture. And of course, the coffee houses of Vienna are amazing as well. Students in Vienna host Webster Model UN, or WebMUN, which is an interactive Model UN conference that the students created and host themselves. They work with the UN as well as OPEC and different sponsors to get that off the ground every year, and it's really exciting. Students come from all over Europe for that too. So if you're into Model United Nations, if it's something you did in high school, if you're taking courses like that, I'm not sure if Millikan does Model UN or not, but it's a great opportunity to get involved there. So we have, this is our new housing facility in Vienna. All the rooms are single accommodation, which is really nice. You have your own bathroom in there, and then a shared kitchen. There are 8 rooms, they call them pods, so 8 single rooms to a shared kitchen there, and it's located still in the 2nd district of Vienna, and it's about a 20-minute walk to campus, give or take. They also have bike rentals for students that are there for the full semester. So, and I'm pretty certain that it's no cost to students that are there for the semester, so you would just be able to check a bike out and cruise around Vienna. So then we have Webster Leiden, which is located in this great little town. It's a student town, university town, sorry, and it's about 20 minutes from the airport, from Amsterdam Airport. Takes you straight in there, and it's just a quaint little town right in between The Hague and Amsterdam itself, which I think it takes about 40 minutes to get into the heart of Amsterdam. So you see that's our Gorlach there, our European Gorlach. And in Leiden, they have a lot of great courses. Specifically, in recent years, they've created co-curricular tracks for certain degree programs. So most recently, it's been the Behavioral and Social Sciences program, as well as International Relations. And the cool thing about these programs is you have a list of about 6 or 7 courses, and you can choose, I believe it's 2, and I definitely need to double check that, but 2 of the courses, and then you match or select some of the co-curricular events and activities that you would like to take part in. And if you complete all of that at the end of the semester, you would get a discount on your housing. And the activities and events are really things that I think students enjoy and would be interested in doing on their own without, the housing incentive, but that's a really great way to drive students' interest. And I think most recently, or spring 2018 was the first time they did this with a media studies track, and it was really great. The students had an awesome experience. So yeah, they do the Model UN trips in Leiden as well. They go to the one in Vienna, but they also travel to non-Webster Model UN. So I know Budapest was a recent location that they went to. Of course, you can't go to the Netherlands in the springs and not see the tulips, so that's amazing. And then just, I had a question on Instagram the other day, what's something great to do in Leiden, and another student who had studied abroad there, her recommendation was get a bike and just go. And so she said they would just, hop on their bikes and be in the next town over in an hour or so and just visit and see the sights that way. So we have single and double accommodations in Leiden and the Living and Learning Center, just literally right across the street from campus. So less than 2 minutes from the door of your room to your classroom there. And then we have Webster Athens, which is located right in the heart of the city, right downtown, just a few blocks from the main square in Athens, as well as it's located in the Plaka, which is the most traditional area in Athens. And our campus, the academic building, and the cultural center has a phenomenal rooftop view of the Acropolis, the library and the cultural center. You open the door and you walk right out to the Roman Agora. It's just really in a fantastic location. And we offer really heavy on the social sciences and as well as Greek language, culture, Greek history. We have recently some new courses on Greek archaeology sites. So I think it's very heavy on the culture piece, as far as if you're looking for classes that are very specific to a culture, I think this is a great campus for you. And then we do offer service learning opportunities in Athens as well. So in the past, students have volunteered at Sea Turtle Rescue Center. They have worked with a refugee center. Every December, they throw a holiday party for refugee children, and the students really enjoy being able to get out and be a part of the Greek community and just really immerse themselves. And I think that the people of Athens and these different organizations really just embrace the students as well too. And so it's a great experience for everyone. The Athens program is also unique in that there are several different excursions built into the program each semester. So whether you're traveling to visit ancient Olympia or the one-day 3-island cruise, a lot of that is already built in, and students really enjoy that as well. So we have apartment style living in Athens. There are a couple of different buildings, each about a 2 to 5 minute walk from campus. They're all double accommodations within a larger apartment. Most of the time, it's 2 rooms to the apartment. It depends, but if you do want a single room, it depends on availability. So that's something we can work on individually. Sorry, I know I'm going a little bit over, but we have 2 more campuses to go, and then we will do some questions. But so we have our campus in Thailand. We actually have 2 campuses in Thailand. Our undergraduate students go to Chaam, which is about 3 hours south of Bangkok. And it has a lot of great cultural courses. So if you're interested in Thai culture, religion, the Thai language, this is a really great opportunity to take advantage of those courses. And also on campus, they're very proud of the Thai culture, and they do a lot to encourage students to celebrate the different festivals and holidays each year. So they're hosting things on campus and also encouraging students to get out into the community and participate in those events. They also host a collage of cultures each year, which really celebrates the campus's rich cultural diversity. There are students from, I don't want to say how many, but I would say at least 30 different nationalities, probably many more, but they do a great job showcasing that. Housing in Thailand is quite nice, I assume. I've not been, but I've seen some great pictures and hear good stories from students. But the hotel, not too far, about 20 minutes from campus, but a Webster shuttle. It runs daily, so you don't have to worry about transportation, getting to and from campus there. There are single and double rooms available, but it features, there's a restaurant on site, there's a pool, there's a workout room, there's a lounge area for students to hang out. So it's really relaxing and not too far. I think in our Instagram live a couple weeks ago, they said it was about a 3-minute walk from the beach. So that's a great perk as well. All right, in Webster, Ghana. I don't know if any of you are following us on Instagram, but we had a phenomenal takeover from Webster, Ghana this week. I learned so much about the campus and the student life there, so I definitely would recommend checking that out. But Webster, Ghana is located in East Legon neighborhood of Accra, which is the capital city of Ghana, and it definitely it is the largest city, and it's very friendly. Everyone there is engaging and exciting to talk to you. And I think we saw a lot of that this week for sure. So academic highlights, specifically the Africana Studies program, Webster, that's a minor at Webster. And students have to study abroad in Ghana to complete that minor. So it's a great sequence of courses that are offered for students. We are planning to offer that summer program again, specifically in Africana Studies. So hopefully that will be something that we can get off the ground. We had quite a few students excited and enrolled in it last summer, but of course things got postponed. So there's a lot of great ways to get involved on campus in Webster, Ghana, from the Rhymes and Reason Nights, which is hosted every semester, and really showcases the creativity and free expression of Webster Ghana students. I recently learned that there's Webster Radio where students can host radio shows. So lots of really great student activities happening on campus, as well as excursions to different regions around Ghana. We have 2 on-campus buildings, or housing buildings, which are right near campus. So just a couple of minute walks from the main building, single, double, and quad accommodation in Ghana. So that kind of gets me through the campus portion of our programs. So I'm gonna open it up for, I just have like 2 or 3 slides left, but they're mostly just details. But I'd like to open it up for questions before diving in there.
I know Angela is wondering specifically about virtual semester abroad for spring.
Okay.
Do you guys have anything like that you're offering? She's an international business major.
Okay, awesome. We are offering through Webster Athens is doing a couple of virtual things online. Kim, do you want to talk a little bit more about that? Or I know I just got the flyer this morning and I can jump out and pull it up, but
yeah, that'd be great if you want to go ahead and grab that literature. Webster Athens actually this fall and again this spring has launched basically two types of virtual experiences. So one is that they have 2 3-credit-hour courses that are available, and they cover Greek language and Greek culture. So those are being offered entirely remotely, start to finish. So students would just log on through our, Webster system here. We use Canvas to do all of the learning, and they'll have some synchronous, some asynchronous activities. So some things that are happening kind of with the group together and others that are more independent. And so those are the first 2 courses that you see on the flyer that Jennifer has pulled up. So Greek mythology and religion, which is cross-listed as a philosophy and a religious studies course. And then the second class is virtual modern Greek society and culture, which is an anthropology. That also counts here for our Webster students as an international language course, and also as one of our general education classes. So they cover kind of a broad range of topics, all within, Greek culture. And then finally, we have the third item that's listed there, which is a virtual internship in management. So it is an upper level course of $49.50. So students who are really interested in getting hands-on experience are welcome to join that course. We do have within the business program here, there's a prerequisite for Webster students. However, we've had have had interest from a number of WIN students, and so that prerequisite would not be a requirement for Millikan students, for example, if you wanted to do that. So the internship course is, sounds like that might work out really well for Angela if you're interested in doing an internship in particular, because it does have that business focus to it. And so that's a really exciting opportunity to be paired with a local Greek business to do the course. So that class is also, the internship is also a 3-credit-hour experience. That has, again, the online learning component, which would be the classroom equivalent, but then you also get a certain number of hours. I think the number of hours is in the description. I kind of forget what it is exactly. But then there's this a number of like hands-on hours. There it is, 180 hours of experience which will include your interaction with the business itself. So those are new, exciting options that are kind of on the books. Obviously, with those 3 courses, that's 9 credit hours altogether. We do have also a lot of courses that are being offered remotely across the Webster network. So if, Angela, for example, you wanted to do like a full semester of global courses, we could certainly make that available for you. I think for the most part, students who are doing a virtual experience with us will choose, one of these courses or 1 or 2 courses and then pair that with classes back home. So it just kind of depends what you want to do, but we can be really flexible since things are so crazy and up in the air right now in terms of travel and, some people are ready to go. Some people are still not comfortable with traveling. So we're planning to continue offering our spring semesters as per usual, but these are 3, these 3 options are really great opportunities for students who want to do, 1 or 2 things virtually in addition to regular classes back home. Or we can certainly, work towards something else. The cool thing about these virtual courses with Athens, it was on the first page of the flyer, but if you do choose one of those courses, then in the future, if you do study abroad in Athens, you get a $500 award towards housing. So it helps offset those costs if you do choose to study abroad in Athens at a later date.
Awesome. And or Jesse, do you guys have any more questions before we end the session with the last few slides that Jen has?
Yeah, just this slide here with the application procedures, process everything. And then the next slide is just a note on spring 2021, which I touched on a little bit in the beginning, and I know Kim mentioned it as well too. We are still planning for it to be a go, but these are just sort of the things that we're looking at, depending on, of course, the CDC and the U.S. State Department, but then also looking country by country at travel restrictions, who's issuing visas, that sort of thing. So we're looking closely at all of this and plan to make a decision by mid-October. And then just the last slide here. So we can take questions from here.